What's up, everybody? Welcome to AEW Uncensored. I'm here with my man, Alan. We are the Bridge and Tunnel Connect, Nolan Hash, and the Beast from the East.
With the least
research.
research.
Apologies for the couple-minute late start here. Alan has technical difficulties because he is now a Mac user, and we know Mac users are scrubs.
Well,
they're pretentious and think that their shit is better, and of course it always fails.
well, I learned that apparently Skype is the one thing that if you decide to close the screen in order to go to the bathroom and come back and open the screen again, for some reason it decides, fuck you, I'm turning off your camera and I'm not going to let you turn it back on. And
Alan basically went to take a shit and fucked up.
No, it was number one.
Okay. I took the shit before we even left.
There you go.
All right, please like, share, subscribe, hit the thumb. If you're watching right now, if you're listening live, just hit the fucking thumb. Don't wait. Uncensoredalliance.com is where you find everything we do. AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com is our email address. Facebook, AEW Uncensored Podcast. We have a group and a page. Throw it in the search bar and like the page, join the group. We are on all third-party podcast applications. We are also on Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeart Radio, and of course iTunes. Please write us a review on iTunes. 5 stars only. Just please write us a review. And we are on Skype. As always, that's how you can join the show and get your opinions on air. So, link in the description. We are always on live Sundays at 3:05 Eastern Standard Time, United States. So, yeah, that's that. Shout out to Killer Instinct 206 who subbed 4 days ago, and Roscoe who subbed 7 days ago to the channel on YouTube. So, shout out to you guys. I see it here in the feed, so thank you for subbing to us. We appreciate that. John, what is up, brother? Thanks for helping me out a little last week, John. John was pretty active. He was literally the only guy around, and usually he's busy working, but he still was a little active for me. And what else is going on in the chat? They're just ribbing you.
Yeah, last week was weird. And again, I apologize, guys, that I couldn't make last week. I was feeling the effects from the second shot. I sent all the notes to Bill, and I heard nothing after that. I was like thinking, Bill, you were going to write back, oh, okay, hope you're feeling better. How you doing with it? No, I was just like, all right, just went right into the show. I'm just like, okay, that's cool.
I knew you'd be fine, man. I knew it's just effects of the fucking
yeah, it sucked.
Thing. I did the show last week, sick as a dog. Everybody
I saw that you were. Yeah, are you feeling better today?
Yeah, I'm a little phlegmy, but I don't know. As soon as I started the podcast, I started getting a little build up here.
Yeah.
But I'm done. I'm not sick or anything. Good. But you know how after you're sick, you get that stupid fucking cough that won't go away, and
yep.
I guess your body's just kind of evacuating the little bits that are left, and all of a sudden I'm getting a little leaky right now for no fucking reason, but that it wants to annoy me because I'm doing the show and it wants me to sniff and annoy all the listeners throughout the show. So I'll just mute and fucking, do all this bullshit. And I'm a little aggravated right now. I wanted to talk about the figures that were shown at the Double or Nothing Fan Fest. I wanted to actually show them on air as you're being locked in the vault. And for some reason, it won't let me log on to my Instagram on my computer. It's telling me I got the wrong password. So I was going to bring it up. Let me see. I'm going to try this again. I literally did this for the first 20 minutes we getting ready for the show. So
let me know if it helps if I just send you the direct link to Ringside's page.
Fuck Ringside. I don't want to do Ringside, dude.
That's bad. That's who up all the pictures. Who else has the pictures and such?
They're all over the internet. There's other people that got it.
All right.
But I mean, this is the reason. Like, I'm so tired of having to do everything through Ringside. So if you have to, just send it to me. I'm gonna have to fucking use Ringside. I'm just tired of using Ringside. I don't even want to buy these fucking figures through Ringside, but it's the only fucking option because Jeremy Padower, whatever the fuck your name is, won't fucking open this up anywhere else or tell you when or how. You know, we obviously know Amazon's gonna get them. I'm starting to get fucking annoyed.
I'll send you
anyway.
on FB right now.
No, send it on right here in Skype.
Okay, hold on. Let me find that.
And I hope it's every fucking image because I'm
It should, yeah, it should.
I'm just aggravated.
It should.
I'm just aggravated. I don't want to give Ringside any fucking shout outs. They ain't doing us no fucking favors. Where's my fucking, you know, 3,000 and 5,000 chases in the Wave 5, right? Guess how many chases I got in my ordered 2 sets from them. Guess how many chases I got? 0.
Yeah, I mean, Ringside, you see that?
Yeah,
Ringside, it's convenient if obviously you don't want to go hunting. Bill and I have 2 very different philosophies. Bill likes to go hunting. Bill, first of all, of course, has the means to go hunting. I don't, so I like ordering online.
Wait. I do not like to go hunting. And this is all they have on their posts?
Well, keep scrolling down. There's a whole mess over there.
It only goes up to Nyla.
No, go all the way. The last one that I see there is Darby.
Bro, what the fuck, man?
There's 30 pictures.
No, I'm just aggravated. No, there's not 30 pictures for me.
That's weird.
Again, because I'm trying to log in and it won't fucking let me log in.
Oh no, you shouldn't have to be logged into an Instagram account to see them.
I know, but it's not showing all 30 pictures.
Oh, okay. Can I screen share?
I mean, it looks like it's fucking asking me to log in. You know what? Nothing like doing this in the middle of a fucking show to aggravate me to death. Again, I'm about to fucking go nuts, dude. I'm about to go nuts, and it won't let me log in. Anyway, I'm just gonna fucking not care and not talk about it because now I'm just getting fucking fed up.
Well, I can, I mean, I guess I can discuss what's here, but if you want to actually show the pictures, that's going to be a problem.
Well, I just wanted to, I thought it'd be a nice little touch to throw the pictures up, but we will definitely, oh my God, I'm ready to fucking kick somebody in the face. Yeah, I don't understand how it's like I can't log in. So,
well, I mean, we could talk about it. There are some highlights here for me from what was revealed yesterday. First of all, and Bill knows this, I'm a huge LJN Wrestling Superstars fan. I collected all the rubber wrestlers back in the 80s, and what they're doing is something very similar to what Jax did a number of years ago when they had the WWF license, where they had a wave of figures of the normal articulation and scale and model and everything, but then every wave included one LJN style figure. It was not 8 inches, of course. It was the same scale as the actual wrestling figures, which were about 6 inches. And it looks like AEW is doing the exact same thing. Every wave is going to include one LJN figure. Now, what I found interesting was, and I don't know how official this is, when I saw a number of the pictures that were released yesterday, and these are not on the Ringside page, these were more on Facebook, they showed some packaging and they showed the LJN logo and the Wrestling Superstars logo, the original Wrestling Superstars logo from the 80s. So it sounds like AEW, or the toy company that makes the figures, has gotten the rights to the name, the logo, and the branding, which, if true, is huge.
Well, I believe it isn't aren't they in charge of, not in charge, doesn't Jazzwares own LJN?
I think they do because I know that. See, because I'm trying to remember. Do you know if Jazzwares is the company that made the Young Bucks LJN figures, the 2-pack that came out a couple years ago? Because that was a one-off.
I don't know who the fuck
That
made
was
them.
that wasn't
I don't think it
Jazzwares.
was.
I think what happened with those figures is that the Young Bucks commissioned those, and they were able to get the access to the LJN logo. Everything else, though, was just designed to look like the old LJN wrestling superstars. This time around, though, I think Jazzwares, and again, I would like Padawer to comment about this. I believe Jazzwares has gotten the rights to the LJN name, the logo, the branding, including the wrestling superstars branding. Again, until we see more of official shots of the packaging, I saw a shot of packaging with the Cody figure. It has the same type of old LJN packaging. We have the fans in the background. It's the blue color, the LJN blue. It's got the logo, and it's got the Wrestling Superstars logo on it. And I mean, I want to see something more official. But if that is something that is true, again, for me, that's huge. That's a very old callback for someone like me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I was in the LJN era too, but I didn't really care for them that much. I had a bunch, not a ton. I didn't use them that often. Yeah, I was more, I want to say more focused on wrestling when I got to about, I want to say 89.
Yeah, you were the Hasbro era for the most part.
Yeah, like 89, and like basically I got into Hasbro actually when I was older, like 8th grade. Like,
okay.
Which is, I kind of started collecting them then, and me and a couple buddies. But like I had the LJNs, but I didn't give as much a shit about them. They were more like two giant guys that I knew the characters obviously because I watched wrestling as a kid, but I didn't have a real connection with it. Like I really understood wrestling about 89 is when I really it became more like a sport would to me. Sure I've been a Yankee fan since 85, but I really didn't start focusing on say baseball till again 89. Like I was at that age, 89 I was probably, what was I in 89? I was 12. I was 12,
yeah.
Like I want to say 80. Yeah, about 12, and that's when you that's when you really start to get an identity onto what the fuck you're doing, Obviously, I was into other toys, and that I did care about that when I was younger, and even through 12, 13, 14, 15, till current times actually, as we're talking about toys. But I think that for me it was that's kind of in my life where I realized I started understanding oh, this is a weekly thing. This is something that is trackable. You know what I mean? That's in that way.
Yeah.
Before it was, of course, I did the snook on the dog and off the table onto the dog and shit. But back then that's all it was to me. It was I was just a fucking guy jumping around attacking motherfuckers.
Well, I'll tell you a secret. I don't know if I ever told you this. I must have told you this at some point. I would not have become a wrestling fan if not for those figures. Those figures were my gateway into wrestling,
really?
Along with the Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling cartoon show. The combination of those two is what got me into watching Saturday morning wrestling. I don't know if I would have become a wrestling fan without those toys. So they did their job. They.
And you're what? You're like 4 years? How old?
I think I'm 4 years older than you. I'm 47.
Yeah, I'm 43.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, so you have a bunch of years on me. So you're like you said, 85ish. So it's almost like you too. 85 was kind of when you really got into wrestling, and you were probably 84. You were probably 11, 12 as well. So
I was 10, man.
10?
I was 10 in 84.
10?
Yeah, I was born in 74, so I was 10 years old in 84. Very impressionable.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. You hit 10, 11, 12. That's when you really start to get your own understanding of life, you become less of a bag of fucking pud and become more of a your interests and shit start to peak out, and that that's kind of where I was probably 11, 12 years old, where I was really, I understood it, I watched it week to week, and I remember it. Before that, it's my memories are my mom telling me, you fucking watch Snuka do the thing and you fucking climb up on the coffee table and dive bomb the dog with it, you know. They're like, you throw the hands up like snooker and then you dive bomb the dog, you know. So we're going back to like 83,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yep.
you know, I was watching it back then, but I probably, maybe I don't know. I mean, if my parents kept it on for me at that age on a regular basis, but I don't remember it that way. You know what I mean? I just don't have memories of it. I know I've watched the shit. I just don't have memories of it. Obviously, I've seen the stuff later in life, but, so for me, it's like I didn't really have that big a care for LJN. Again, I had them. I knew the characters, but like you said, Hasbro was my thing. So I'm looking forward to hopefully them doing a Hasbro style run.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I could see them do. Well, who's that other? What's his face with the wrestling podcast? Doesn't he do the Hasbro style figures for the most part?
Who?
Who's the company? They do the pillow. They do the buddy wrestlers too. Don't they do the Hasbro style as well?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I'll have to look it up. The name of the guy that he does a podcast. He's connected with Zack Ryder.
Zombie Sailor Toys.
It might be him.
He's doing a line of retro.
Right. And
yeah, so he's doing a line of retros, but I'm talking about AEW retros. I'd like to see some. Yeah. Well, that's what that's what they called the WWE ones when they came back, were retros. So I'm just kind of using that terminology.
Yeah.
But technically they're like Hasbro style. Yeah. So all right. I don't know. I like, it's cool. I'm not gonna go out of my way to fucking. I guess I'm gonna go out of my way if I get everything, but I don't know. You said this is Classic Superstars. You do understand that Jeremy Padawer created the Classic Superstars, and hence why he decides to bring this LJN thing that he did with the WWE Classics into this line as well. Because, like, you know, he literally brought the packaging with them, the same idea. Like, the guy has not grown his concepts in a decade or more since Classic Superstars has been gone. The only thing he's done is tried to get the scale better than he used to, and he's not having good luck with that either. Apparently. So,
well, if you do end up getting the waves, man, I'll buy all the LJNs off you, because that's the only ones that I really want to pick up.
Yeah, but you know, if I buy it, I'm gonna keep it. So, so anyway, we'll see. I don't know. I almost wish they would have just kept the just you know, like 6 regular figures. Mm-hmm. If you want to do a LJN thing, do it on the side as its own line. Maybe they don't think it's sustainable. Maybe I understand it that way.
I think that's what it is. And I think they learned a lot of lessons from when Jax did it, because when Jax did it, it was very niche. Not a lot of people were really into it. And even here, I've been following the chatter on Facebook and on Instagram, and everybody is shitting on this. Like, they're shitting on the LJN with like, oh, what's this? There's no articulation. These are stupid, blah, blah, blah. And just like, they're not made for you, man. But I think that's what it is. Unfortunately, I don't think that it's sustainable as its own line. So this is how he's getting it into there. And I'll agree with that concept. You're still getting a full wave of the regular figures. It's not like it's replacing anything. And they're, as a bonus, each wave is going to have one LJN figure. I think it's smart from a marketing standpoint if you just want to dip your toe in the water and get them out there for the few people who may want them.
Yeah, I'll give you that. So, all right, let's run down some of these figures real quick, because like you mentioned, Wrestling Buddies. Basically, they're bringing back Wrestling Buddies, which is pretty fucking cool. I never really got these as a kid. I always kind of wanted them. I never did.
Me too.
Basically, the first series is Cody, Luchasaurus, Darby, and Kenny Omega. They look pretty good. I like them. I think they're. Honestly, I think Darby and Luchasaurus are the best of the 4.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, Cody's all right and Kenny's all right. I mean, you know, it's kind of weird with these because you can't really make long hair on these. They kind of just print the hair on the. So Kenny looks a little different, you know. Cody's hair doesn't stand up. They try to give it that look, but it doesn't really stand up like he has it. But I mean, they still look good, but I just think that the shining ones are Darby and Luchasaurus.
And that's because they're the most of the four. They're the most colorful characters. This format works really well for colorful characters. So yeah, it's no surprise that those two are the standouts.
Yeah, 100%. All right, now they are doing the unrivaled. I'm sorry, they have the unrivaled. They are doing the unmatched line. Now we've known about this coming for a bit. They've already shown unmatched 1. So unmatched 1 is going to be Miro, Darby, Britt Baker, Kenny Omega, Dustin Rhodes, and Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dustin Rhodes, I believe. He's in blue. Was he in blue with his first figure, or was that the blood and guts, or the blood? That
set? Was the blood set. So this is the first time that he's actually in full blue. So they did a good job with that.
Without the blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So okay. All right. Now this is the okay. All right. This is where the Cody's going to be LJN. So the Cody is going to be LJN style in this. All right, so he doesn't have an extra regular line figure. The Kenny Omega looking sharp. I mean, the Darby looks really, really fucking sharp. It
does.
It's hard to explain this. I mean, you just go on online and look these through. Britt Baker looks pretty basic, and Miro, I like it. There was a packaged leak of a packaged Miro leak image, and the head scan looks pretty shit.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they're still all over the place with this, it seems, with the head scans. However, remember I got wave 3? Mm-hmm. And I thought some of the head scans were pretty shitty. And then I got them in hand. I go, yeah, they actually aren't too bad. So we'll see. I mean, I don't want to shit on it too hard. Then we get unmatched wave 2. Now this wave is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Of course, you got Sting. You know I'm loving that. It's AEW Sting, so that's cool. It's modern. It's got the AEW T-shirt. We get Ty Conti, which is the figure. If the figure comes out like the mock-ups, it's going to be incredible.
That's the best figure that they've come up with so far, if that is the case.
Yeah. We got Wardlow. Wardlow looked great. We get MJF with that very cool the very cool jacket he wore. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like it's down the middle. It's a semi. It's like a robe, but a jacket too, like a long jacket. Down the middle to about his waist. It's zippered up or buttoned,
yep.
and then it flares out at the bottom, so you can kind of see his legs. And it's got the Burberry, patterning on it. So, I can't remember where he wore it, but it's something that he's worn, obviously, and it looks really good. Then we get to Santana and Ortiz, and as many figures as I could get of these guys, I want. I love their outfit. I love
They're fantastic.
They look good when they come to the ring, and they really shine through in the figures as well. Shida, they obviously showed Shida's figure. Now there is going to be a ringside exclusive scale ring, another one. This will be the second scale ring with the Double or Nothing logoing. And this is coming with ref Aubrey Edwards.
Yep.
So Aubrey Edwards is getting a figure, which is cool. It's nice to have a ref figure. A lot of people do want ref figures. A lot of people do figure photography. So that's another cool thing.
And I like that they're including it with the ring, because mostly when you see these rings get released, they're released with a wrestler. I rarely have ever seen a ring released with a referee. So it's actually really cool that that's the way they're getting her into the line. I like it.
Yep. Okay, now this is kind of like a this unmatched wave 3. I feel like they fucked up here. This was an opportunity for a really great. I mean, it's gonna be great. Don't get me wrong, but to make it even better. So this is gonna be Brodie Lee in the suit with the TNT title, which fucking thank God, that's awesome. Anna Jay, John Silver, Uno, and Grayson. And then the 6th is a stupid fucking LJ and Darby Allen.
What's wrong with it? It looks great.
Okay, why in this wave? This is all Dark Order. Why is Alex Reynolds not with John Silver?
I could see that. You're right. The fact that they geared it towards being a Dark Order wave, I'll agree with you with that. But again, it's like I said, the LJN figure is meant to be separate and apart from the wave.
Okay, itself. You do it in a different fucking wave. Yeah. You skip it.
Yeah.
Now, something that would be awesome in this wave would be a Build-A-Figure -1.
That would be nice.
That would be fucking
That would
awesome.
Be cool.
It's probably too late for that, and they probably didn't even think to
Well, they haven't done any Build-A-Figures yet, have they, for AEW?
No.
So, yeah.
No. All right, let me see what else we got here. We said all those. Okay, we get Cash and Dax. I don't know about these head scans. These are just computer mock-ups.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
It's hard to tell with the computer renderings. That's the thing with Ty Conte as well. Like, she looks fantastic, but again, digital mock-up, who knows what's going to happen when it actually gets sculpted.
Right. And they gave her a little bit of ATA, too.
Yes. And 2 heads, by the way. We didn't mention that. She's got 2 heads. Yes. That's very impressive. Yes.
2 different hairstyles, yep. Lance Archer, this is for Unrivaled 7. So this is the first run, the first line of AEW, and that's coming up. I think 5 was just released, so 6 is Shida and Jake Hager and such. So this will be after that one, and he looks really sharp.
Yeah,
he looks really good. I mean, I like the head scan.
Yeah.
Nyla Rose is going to be in 7 as well. Her head scan looks fucking atrocious. Probably going to change, I would think. I mean, I don't know what the fuck that is. Probably going to change, I would think, from the computer rendering. And of course, we get the Bucks, and their fucking head scans look atrocious. I don't know.
I got to say something, and I don't know whether or not. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't pay attention so much to the wardrobes, but with Nyla Rose, look where the hand is placed. Is that on her actual outfit as well? On her ring gear?
I believe so.
It's so awkward.
Hand on the crotch.
Yeah, it's so fucking awkward.
It's probably is on her gear.
You know what though? Not for nothing. They did a very good job with this one in the sense that obviously they try to save costs as much as they can by using the same parts as much as they can with the molds, with the arms, the legs, and everything else. This one looks to be a 110% fully tooled new figure. So they put a lot of money into this specific piece, and it looks really good. Again, the digital rendering of it, at least, looks really good.
Yeah. All right, and I think last but not least is Unrivaled Wave 8. So the lineup here is Trent, Chris Statlander, Chuck Taylor, Orange Cassidy, Chris Jericho, and Moxley. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, Orange Cassidy, let's see how the figure comes out. His first figure was amazing. It's good to just have other wrestlers on this, so I guess I'm not the biggest Chuck T fan. Trent's all right. Trent's pretty good. Chris Statlander, she's coming into her own. So.
Yep.
But you know me, I'm a completist, so I'm going to try to get all these. I still got to get all the fucking chases that annoy me.
And we didn't talk about this much. Sorry to interrupt you, but we didn't really gloss on much that, Unmatched 2, dude, you get your Sting figure.
Right.
He looks pretty good.
I forget how they branded them. They branded them, oh man. What's the word that they used?
For that wave or that style of figure?
No, for him being a legend.
Oh.
They used legend. They used I can't think of the fucking term they used. Luminaries.
Oh, okay.
So I liked it. I liked that the luminaries, like they put Sting in, they brand certain figures and LJN, and he was in like a luminaries, it's like had the WWE stuff. Mattel calls them legends.
That's right.
You know,
so they'll be able to get Jake Roberts in there. They'll get Tully in there. They'll be able to get a lot of these guys in there for that that particular branding.
Exactly. And last but not least was a Amazon exclusive. Obviously, it's not here on Ringside's page. An Amazon exclusive. I'm sorry, Chris Jericho figure. He's got the pink shirt on with the glasses.
I missed that.
Yeah. They didn't have it packaged or anything, but yeah. So that's going to be coming up. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's it on the figures. You know, like we kind of are into action figures. Alan doesn't collect the line, but you know, he's still an action figure guy.
I was gonna say, you know, this is the first time. I mean, I do have the bubbly figure, the bubbly Jericho in the bottle. I like that piece. I have to say that they will bring me back for this. I want to at least try the LJNs. I want to open them up. I want to see if they smell like that rubbery goodness from the original ones. And the tie, man, gotta get the tie. It's like, it's no way to say no to that. So yeah, I'll keep you and I will keep an eye out for Ringside. Let us see each other know when these go up. But yeah, I feel like I want to do a review of the LJN. Like I want to do an actual review of the LJN one when it comes out. So
yeah, we'll put that as a separate content if you'd like. We have you reviewing the LJNs. All right. So, do you have any other miscellaneous?
I think that was the biggest thing was the toys. I don't think I have anything else there.
Man. Sorry about the mess at the beginning, man. I just couldn't get locked in here. I really just annoyed the shit out of me. All right, let's get to the show, and then after we do the show, we will review the pay-per-view. We were going to do a quick tag. I completely forgot about it. By the time we were going to do it Friday, or hot tag, before, like 10 minutes before we were supposed to do it, I go, oh shit, I forgot we were doing this today, and I look at what time it is. And to be honest, it's not like Alan knew either, because Alan
I knew. I was waiting for you. I set aside. I wrapped up work. I pushed a meeting. I did everything to prep it. I'm not kidding. And I'm like thinking, all right, well, Bill's just going to send the link when he's got it ready. And then when you wrote me, I'm just like, okay, what time? And you're like, fuck it, we do it or fuck it, we don't. But no, dude, I did not forget. I shut my work computer off. I put my Mac on. I had everything ready to go. So, yeah.
And I fucked Alan because he pushed all this shit and I go, nah, forget it. Oh, shit. But you know what's funny is today I'm sitting here going, what a dumb fuck that I am. And you too, because you didn't even catch this. I didn't think of it
either. Yeah, I didn't think of it.
We're doing the show Sunday before the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So, of course, we could review the fucking pay-per-view on today's show. So, we're both fucking dummies. Yeah. But I'm real, because I went back, I'm like, because I wanted to see if I put the hot tags that we've done in the past on the audio version of the podcast, and we did. So I'm like, why don't we have this one and this one? And I realized, because again, this is like the second or third time now that they're doing a Sunday when they were supposed to be doing Saturdays. Right. So that's why, because we've reviewed them before the show that day. So right. Yeah, John said he kept waiting. Sorry, John. Apologize. You'll get that today, though. Front row green shirt guy. If any of you guys know who I am, you're legends, man. Come on, you must know who I am.
His message just got retracted, actually. I was going to say. Oh, no, he's back now. Okay. It looks like he had a bunch of messages, and I know who that is. It's a WWE reference.
Yeah, so I would not know who
I do know who that is.
Apologize. So Alan is a legend, and I am a luminary.
Oh, and
I'm all AEW, and you're all WWE.
Exactly. Well, WWF, the old WWF.
So my apologies. Well, you know I like to call WWF anyway.
And Big Dub, tonight's burgers with onions. It's gonna be really good.
Ooh. Is there a lot of chatting going on? What happened?
Yeah.
We got Chris Rooks was looking for some shit to watch the pay-per-view. If you have an Amazon Fire Stick or something, you probably could get one of those apps on that. As far as PlayStation, I don't know. I'm sure they have some stuff on PlayStation.
They should.
Chris Rooks, I know that name. You're a G.I. Joe guy?
Oh, I know that name too.
Yeah, I know that name. Familiar. Somewhere on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right. So fuck it. Let's get. Had to mute so I could suck in all my mucus.
You only think you were muted. No, I'm kidding. It's.
Oh, don't say that.
I
Jesus
heard
Christ,
it.
that's all I need. Oh, yeah, you heard it, but I muted. I muted the stream. Yeah. I muted the stream. Like, that's what. I don't care if you hear it. You hear all my nasty shit before we even start. So. All right. First up, we got Benoni versus Darby. Big Dub. You here still? Is he here? Big Dub, real quick. Happy birthday, bro.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. If Facebook is real, then happy birthday. And another quick thing, Benoni's wife obviously has leukemia. They just gave birth to they just had a kid. I don't know if it was a boy or girl. And she's going through treatments and stuff right now. So a lot of AEW people have donated to that, and so that's pretty cool. That's pretty good to see. Tony Khan drop like $10K on it. So that was awesome. I think Benoni's got a good future.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, he's a little awkward in some things, but like the guy's big and he's pretty talented already. Yeah. So Benoni versus Darby. This one kind of annoyed me. I'm like, my thing was, man, Darby does like 3 or 4 moves after getting beaten pillar to post and gets the win. It's like, I get that he gets the win. I get he's a consummate underdog, but you have to make it a little more believable. Like,
yeah, I mean, he sells very well, but
he's amazing at selling.
But the problem is that he came back a little strong for the selling that he did to then knock off 3-4 moves in succession to then win the match.
Get the win. Right. Like, you build to it or get the fucking the surprise, not surprise, but like out of nowhere victory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, it was a good match, but I just was like, like how you got to the end was a little like,
Yeah.
What's next? Okay. Oh, so at the end, Darby calls out Sky and Ethan Page. They come out telling they aren't wrestling for free, blah blah blah, the pay-per-view, etc., etc. And while Darby's out there being distracted by Sky and Ethan, Benoni and crew come and attack him from behind. Then of course Ethan and Sky come back, run back out of the tunnel. They were leaving, and then Benoni and crew attack Darby and Sting, and that's when Sky and Ethan run back out. They're beating up Sting. They got Sting's foot in the chair. They got Darby beaten down, and Dark Order makes a run in to run everybody off. So they're continuing with this Dark Order, supporting them. I like it. I don't have an issue with it. I know there's a multi-layered story going on here, which I like. I mean, it adds to it, and obviously numbers versus numbers, so that worked out for them. Sting and Darby, they kind of gave the nod and the fist bumps, and hey, like, thanks. We're acknowledging that you're helping us out. So that's cool. We'll see which direction this is going. I have a feeling that once the Sting and Darby and Ethan and Sky thing goes away, it might be a Dark Order and Sky and Ethan Page.
That's how I was thinking of it as well. That it feels like that's where they're progressing.
Yeah. I don't know. Front row green shirt guy keeps retracting all his messages. I don't know why.
That is weird.
Oh, there you go. Simon just happens to be back, guys.
Hey, Simon.
He just happens to be back. Did he miss anything? He wants to know. Yeah, you missed Green Shirt Guy, while you were typing out all his messages. Anyway, we get Cody and Anthony Ogogo the way in here. One of the main things about this is like, did they not teach Paul White how to use the scale before he went out there?
I don't think he's ever done it before in his life, and I don't think they really showed him how.
I mean, look, I know how to use this fucking scale. You know what I mean? Like, I would think that someone in his profession would know how to use this scale. Anyway, it was a lot of fucking nonsense. I liked parts of this. There were other parts that were like, like the one part where Gogo was going for one corner and he kept getting booed, and then QT was like, no, try that one. They're smart. And then he goes to that one and they all boo. Yeah. I like that. I thought that was great. Yeah. It was good, really good heel shit. Cody coming out with 30 fucking students was stupid.
That was silly.
I don't know.
It looked like they were like groupies. It felt like they were groupies.
Like it was good, man. It was good. It was just like a couple little things that like annoyed me about it, but it was pretty good. And like Dustin better be behind all this shit. He really better be.
If you're listening,
you know what I mean? Like if Dustin doesn't turn on Cody and say that this is all for the Rhodes Wrestling Academy tonight, I'm gonna fucking go nuts. What was your take on this? I mean,
I think I've said this before. I've never been a big fan of the weigh-ins with the wrestling. I get what they're doing. They're making it have a big match feel, like with boxing and MMA and stuff. I get it. I've never been a fan of it. I would rather see, and even though this is tired too, it's still more traditional for wrestling. I would have rather seen a good old-fashioned contract signing. You know what I mean? Versus something like this. I find these to be silly.
Yeah.
But that's me.
Yeah. I liked it just because he's a boxer, because Ogogo's a boxer. So I get it.
If they want to play for Ogogo, sure. Then that's right.
Fine. Then we get Hobbs and Christian brawling in the back. It's the first time we've had, I think, one of these like, our cameras are gonna catch up with a brawl.
Yeah.
Like I think that's one of the first times I felt like, this is WWE TV.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I meant to say this earlier when we were talking about the toys. Britt Baker doesn't have to retire. Because remember she said that if Christian Cage got an AEW figure before she did, she would retire? She got her figure.
Yeah, well, we said she got a figure.
But we didn't say it in the context of what she said about Christian. She said that. She actually tweeted saying that if Christian Cage gets a figure before she does, she's going to retire.
Yeah, this has been a gimmick they've been playing since the line started.
Yeah, but it was the first time she put Christian into it. So this reminded me. It's like, I'm glad that she actually did get one before Christian did.
and ironically, she has a picture with her holding two Britt Baker figures, and they're different. Yes. So she's gonna obviously be a Chase in that wave. Fuck Chases, Jeremy Padawa. Stop with your everything's got to be a fucking investment to you. Either you're an investor or a toy creator, bro. Pick one. Anyway, I don't know if you follow Padawa.
I do. I do, yeah.
He's all about investing and when it comes to NFTs and crypto and toys and cards and
he feels like he's the toy version, not the actual toy version, action figure version. He is the toy kind of version of Elon Musk, or at least that's what he's trying to be.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
You never heard a story about losing like X.com to Elon Musk?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Like he posted something like he was very big in the 90s about buying domain names, and he would try to even get letters, and I think it was like X.com or something, which I believe became PayPal, or they used it for PayPal, which Elon Musk started. That was one he tried to get, and it was already purchased, and he had offered $10,000 to the person who bought it.
Shit.
And the person who bought it was Elon Musk. And
that's so funny. I didn't even make that connection when I made that.
Elon Elon Musk actually turned it down. Something to that effect. You know my memory, so it's probably a little bit of, you know.
How old is Padawer?
Look it up. I don't know. He's probably, I don't know.
Because if he's been around that long, you know, doing toys and such.
Probably in his late 40s, I think.
I would think he's older than that, but okay.
No, he's only been doing, like, I mean, he was doing classic superstars. I mean, that's not that long ago. I mean,
I guess so.
A young guy. I mean, he's obviously a smart guy.
Yeah.
He's obviously millionaire, billion, whatever the fuck he is at this point.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, anyway, back on track here. Oh my god. Next up, we get Janelle and Hangman. At the end of this, during the match, Janella caught Hangman pretty solid with a kick to the face, and it left a foot mark on Hangman's cheek.
Yeah,
I don't know if you noticed.
I did see that.
Like I seen him after. I was like, man, that looked like a pretty hard shot. And then they showed a close up of Hangman's face, and you could see the fucking footprint in his face. That was one of a few things that happened here. Hangman obviously got busted open in the mouth the hard way, and near the finish, at the finish, Hangman goes for what I think the buckshot lariat, and he is bleeding profusely. Yep. Now, what it looked like to me was somebody said he hit the turnbuckle. I don't remember any turnbuckle happening between the last few moves and the blood.
I don't either.
What I do remember happening was he went for the spinning discus elbow on Janella, and it looked like they both came together and clashed heads. I was just going to say that's where I think it may have happened. That's where I thought
it was hard way.
Because if you look, it looked, it was definitely hard way, because there was no like Cody where Cody randomly wipes his hand across his face and then starts bleeding. This happened like he did the discus elbow, they collided, and you could see Hangman kind of like, holy shit, like he actually looked like he held his head and was like, damn, I got fucking clocked. And then he does like one or two moves. He did the sit down power bomb, right? And then he got up and went for to do the buckshot lariat, and while he was out there, that's when it started to leak. So it looks like it took a second for it to start to bleed. Yes. It probably split, and then when he got up, he really, like, his heart kind of started pumping it, and he jumped out, got the little pump going, and started leaking, did the buckshot lariat, got the pin. Pretty good blood shot too, man. It looked like it was coming from in his hairline, so it looked like it was up a little higher. I mean, for a hard way, I mean, it was bleeding pretty good. Most guys blading want blood like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, let's see. Simon says, how they failed to develop the Janela splitting with Sonny's story here is a mystery. Honestly, I heard something about this, but wasn't it just like on some other show?
It was on Dark. They started it on Dark, and it looked like it was going to go somewhere. Remember the week that happened, I was all happy. Oh, they're finally splitting these guys up. And that was it. Like, nothing really much came from it after that. It was really weird.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't watch that shit anymore.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. At the end of this was great. Taz starts trying to, yo, Hangman, blah, 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 trying to get his attention. He finally does. And of course, Hangman just like, Taz, I know your MO, where are you? Where are you, Ricky? Where are you, Brian? Like, come on out. Oh, there you are. You know? I like that they kind of the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
They did the elephant in the room here. I thought it was great. I thought Hangman did a great job. He basically is like, he tells Cage he expected more from him. He expected Brian Cage to not have to do this, So I thought it was a really good segment. I really did.
There's too many ages, though, man. There's Brian Cage, Ethan Page, Hangman Page.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
Yeah, we don't need Nick Gage.
No.
Next up, we get a Moxley and Kingston promo. Typical good stuff. They have the Dior Nikes, custom Nikes, buried, half buried, just grimed up. I don't know that they were legit Dior's, but still, it was pretty funny. All right, next up, Pat comes out and cuts a promo. He's starting to cut a promo. Callis pops up on the big screen, says he won't come out there, and Kenny throws. Kenny comes out of the crowd to attack Pac from behind, but Pac shuts it down. Eventually, Omega gets the upper hand. He's about to hit that one-winged angel, and then Orange's music hits. And he comes out, he confronts Kenny. He hits him with a Superman punch, then walks away. Then he walks over to the title, and he goes to pick it up, right? And Pac steps on it. And then he hits Pac with a Superman punch and knocks him dead. So,
they call it an orange punch.
Whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck. I don't remember, but yeah. I didn't hate it. I thought it was pretty good. I feel like I'm missing some unless it's later in the show, but where did I miss the did I just miss it? Where Orange gives Kenny the fucking
ripped up contract?
Yeah.
That was here. That was here.
How do I have?
He hit him with the punch after he gave him the envelope, and then Kenny opens the envelope, and all the little pieces fly out.
Right.
And
that's right. Yeah. He opens it after Orange.
That's right.
Okay, my bad. I'm sitting here like, why didn't I fucking put that in the notes?
Yeah.
So it's obviously ripped up. Kenny opens it. The fucking papers fall out. Nice little segment.
Yeah,
I liked
it was pretty good.
Now, finally, this whole Jade thing comes to a head. We get a Jade Cargill promo. She starts going on, and of course, every promo she does, she's getting interrupted. It's basically Matt Hardy interrupts, and again trying to claim her. Mark Sterling then comes in from the side, and he says, wait. I'm now repping Jade. And he says he will hit Hardy with a restraining order, so Hardy can't even make it to the pay-per-view or any venue if he does that. So he better leave her alone. I like this. I like Mark Sterling. Some people might not know him. He is part of Cat Pro Wrestling.
That's right.
That is Brian Myers' organization in New York, and he's on the Wrestling Figure podcast with Brian Myers and what's that other schmuck? What's his name?
The Zack Snyder?
Zack
Snyder.
Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder.
Whatever the fucking Matt Cardona.
Yes, Matt Cardona. I always call him Zack Ryder.
Yeah, he does that. He's on there with them too. He's kind of part of that show. The only thing I didn't like that kind of ruined this segment was Hardy throwing that infantile hissy fit at the end.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
It made him look. It made it look stupid. It made it look childish.
It really did.
It really just dragged it down.
He's too old to be doing that.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, you're a professional. You should have found some other way to show your emotions.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's been around so long. You got to be better than that. We get Jay versus Kylan King. Again, this was a nice showcase. Just more reps for Jade. Still a little awkward in her movements, but listen, she's 5 or 6 matches deep. She's doing pretty well. She's working well as quote unquote a big man. She's obviously a big woman. So in the whole big man, he works good, does good work as a big man. It's like the same with her. She's not going to be like a technical small woman. She's going to be a big woman. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a fat way or an ugly way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love me some Jade.
She looks better and better like every time she comes out now. It's yeah.
We get an Archer promo. I have no details on it. What do you got? Anything on that Archer promo?
An Archer. Oh well, Jake Roberts was saying that Dante Martin is going to be a great champion if he actually win, but Archer cuts him off, and he says he doesn't want Martin. He wants Miro at the pay-per-view, and is looking to take that title. So it's basically setting up Miro and Archer.
Right. So then we get Miro and Dante Martin. Mm-hmm. The one thing I loved about this match was with the fans. You know, we didn't mention this before, but the fans were back.
Yeah.
Full house. I was a little disappointed. It started hot, and then it seemed like people were pretty quiet.
It died down. Yeah, it was very...
Yeah, I was like, you know what, man? Jacksonville's probably so wrestled out because they've been able to go to shows so much that it's going to be different when they go to Texas and other places in Florida. You know what I mean? Next month. Yeah. So we'll see. Or I should say in July, which is basically next month. But my favorite part of this were the Miro's going to kill you chants. I really liked it. I liked it. It really means that Miro's getting that side over. Miro gives the kid a little here, but of course it was basically to showcase Miro as a monster.
Absolutely.
So it did what it had to do. Jake comes out after the match and cuts a promo. Then Miro gets on the mic and says he keeps holding him back, let him go. And finally just says, all right, sick him, Lance. And Lance finally hits the ring. I mean, we finally get Lance hitting the ring. Him and Miro brawl. Archer's getting the upper hand. Archer ended up getting the upper hand in the melee, which was pretty good. You know, it makes you go, oh, shit, can he be the champ? You know, but we all know Miro just got the title. They're probably not going to switch it that quick.
Yeah, no way.
Unless they wanted to make it a transition, but I don't think that they would.
If they make Miro a transitional champion, then that will be the last gasp of faith that I have in this company if that's what they do. No, seriously, I'm not kidding.
Right. Yeah, it just be kind of dumb. So what do you got on this match in general?
No, it was good. I mean, again, like you said, it was a showcase for Miro. It did remind me a lot of Samoa Joe. You know, Joe is going to kill you, and it very much reminded me of that. But it was a good. Again, I've been saying since day one, this is how I wanted Miro to be portrayed, and they're finally doing it. And it was good. It was a good warm up too for the pay-per-view.
Let's see. Simon says it wasn't a full house. Was only about 3,000 there. Tonight has sold 5,100 so far. Yeah, but I mean, they were open. They weren't full, but they were, they had a fucking huge house. Yeah. And they were able to have the people packed, wall to wall. Yep. So it might not have been full, but again, Jacksonville's been fucking wrestling that.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Shivani is out there. He intros Shida. We're celebrating Shida's 1 year as champion. This was pretty cool because they present her with a new woman's title, which looks so much better.
It looks really good.
It's literally the same title scaled up, which is fine, and less curved to the front plate.
Yes.
Which makes it look way better. It actually looks sharp when you look at it in a larger size. You go, oh man, that's pretty fucking well built title,
The shape actually, I mean, obviously it's a little skimmer, but the shape reminded me a lot of the old, Bob Backlund Iron Sheik belt, the one that Hogan originally won. It reminded me a lot of that in its shape and its look.
I loved here that they got Shida talk. Obviously she was going to talk, but she already sounds like 100 times better than the last time we've heard her do an interview, she was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, for sure.
She's so talented that, her English is coming along so well. She basically says the title's for everybody. It's for the fans. It's for, so I really like the promo. We'll talk about something right after this as well. But then, of course, out comes Britt and has her say, now, Now, you knew Britt was going to, we said it. I said it last week. It's like, Britt's going to come out and kind of ruin it. I really feel like Shida should have had her time, but I get it in the sense that Britt's got to come out and see, like, it's nice that you were a champ for a year and blah, 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 but now I'm going to be the champ, So I get it too. I also get it. I just feel like because they haven't done much with Shida in the build up to this, it's like, you give her something only to fucking give more shine to Britt. You know what I mean? It's like, kind of rubbing me the wrong way, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, I mean, we talked about this last week. We were saying that, they're really going to have to do something this week to make this feel like it's a rivalry, and they really never went about doing that. It was all one-sided as far as giving Britt all the shine, giving her all the promos. You never really had Shida do a promo on Britt whatsoever. And, they poorly constructed the feud, really.
Yeah.
Which, if Britt is going to win tonight, it's a real disservice to Shida to not have this have been a really big back and forth feud with the two of them. And if you're giving her all the shine, but then you're also going to give her the belt, that is a huge disservice to Shida if that's what takes place.
Right. You're giving her the shine just so when she gets the belt, she's just gonna continue. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
You know my feelings about her having a belt.
Sure.
But, what was your take on this segment in general? Like, what do you think?
I liked it. It was a nice little celebration. It does make me feel more and more that this is the end. The fact that they kind of did this as like a way to cap the whole era. To introduce the title and then to have it gotten to somebody else. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like that is I don't know if cliche is the right word, but I do feel like that in the annals of wrestling, whenever they introduce a new title, it normally either predicates or comes right after somebody else wins. You know what I mean?
Say this again, I apologize.
So
I just Googled something.
I feel like in the annals of wrestling, whenever they've introduced a new title, it either comes right after somebody has won or right before somebody wins it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so that is where I felt like that cemented it. The fact that they introduced a new title made me think even more that, they're going to give this to Britt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It'll be the Britt era with that belt.
That makes 100% sense. Okay, now, I'd be remiss if I didn't also mention that during Shida's thing here or going into the commercial, I don't know because I don't listen to the Spanish announce team, but I don't understand Spanish, so I know some words obviously, but I don't understand. I couldn't listen and understand it as they're talking. Apparently, on a hot mic, which I guess during commercial or something, one of the Spanish announcers, Willie Urbina, started making fun of Shida's of a Japanese accent.
Yes.
Like he just did the stereotypical Japanese accent or Asian accent, and it was caught on mic, and I'm not a cancel culture guy. Like I'm far from that. Like I'm not a guy who but it's almost like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, number one, that's a colleague of yours. Do you not have any respect for that colleague, or, like, is there a beef? And then you're putting the people with you in a weird position because they laugh. Someone laughed. Somebody said it was somebody says Dasha. Obviously, Dasha and what's her name was there? The NWA champ that she wrestles for NWA.
Oh, what's her name? Crap.
I'm losing her foot. Oh
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm blank. I'm just blanking. But oh my God,
who just faced Britt? Who just faced Britt in the Blood and Guts match?
Yeah, I'm just blanking.
Yeah.
I'm just blanking.
Rosa.
Anyway, Rosa. Yes, Thunder Rosa.
It was Thunder Rosa and it was Dasha.
Right. So you hear one of them laughing, and it's like, it
was awkward.
it was awkward. It's like, but the laugh sounded like a little less so. Somebody said it sounded like an awkward laugh. I was like, it sounded like a laugh, like, it's funny,
Yeah.
you know. And then you heard, like, I could understand a little bit, like, no, she speaks English. You know, I heard him say she speaks English.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was, but you know, listen, man, it was dumb. You know, I kind of knew that Tony Khan was gonna fire that dude. Here's the deal. Like, I don't want to say, because listen, I've fucking made accent jokes my whole life. Like, you know, white guy, like every kind of fucking, how a white guy talks, how a black dude talks, how a Spanish person talks, how an Asian person, like, I've done it all. A fucking New Yorker, a Jewish person, like everything, bro. Like, stereotypical. Like, I'm not gonna call anybody on this shit. I just thought it's just dumb. Like, something that you could have just avoided everything by not doing it. You know what I mean? Especially, you have a mic anywhere near you, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I feel
I make fun of Brit accents.
Sure.
That's for my boy Simon. But I'm like, because I clown. I just, like, you know, I'll joke about anything. I don't give a fuck. You know, like, I don't hate anybody. I don't, do you, So, but my thing is, like, you're also a Latin dude, right? Who I'm sure you've heard this with a fake ass Spanish, somebody go da 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 da. Like, they make up random fucking words that mean absolutely nothing. They're just sounds that people mimic to act like they're speaking Spanish or whatever, right? You would think that him being, but listen, this is not just America, but this is people. This is humans. Everybody's a fucking hypocrite. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't want that done about Latins, but he would go and do it about a Japanese person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, we're all fucking hypocrites. So maybe I would have said suspend him, have him speak with Shida, see where his head's at. I would see suspending him. I don't know about firing him. I thought it was stupid to do, but we've heard people do stupid shit all the time. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it cost them their job.
Is that official? And he was officially fired?
Yeah, I heard he was let go. Dave Meltzer reported that he was let go.
You know what it is? I'm completely in the same camp as you are. I hate cancel culture. I hate the being hypocrite about it, as far as you're right, like, of all the people to make fun. The thing of it is that I don't think there was a choice but to fire him, because the fact that it was made public. If he had done this on not a hot mic, but someplace, if he had done it and it was heard and he was brought in the back and disciplined or suspended because it was done, whatever, then I understand. For today, for that to be caught on a hot mic, I wrote you when it happened. I'm like, nah, he's out. He's out. You can't have that get caught on the hot mic.
I think you're 100% right, because especially Tony Khan is, Tony Khan thinks that whatever the masses think is the right side of history.
Exactly.
Or the I shouldn't say the masses, whatever the media and the louder voice, even if the louder voice is a minority.
Yeah.
Even if it is 10 people out of a million people. Those 10 people are always the loudest and get their fucking way. So Tony Khan always leans that way. So you're right, though. If it wasn't on a hot mic, you're right. He probably would have been suspended, had a conversation, and went about it that way. But when it became public and it became like a little bit of a fury build up.
Yeah.
And listen, I get it. I get it. Like, I get listen, there's a couple things here. I don't want to sound like a dickhead, but I get he's making a joke, but I also get that it's like, number one, it's bad timing. It's stupid when you got a mic on. And like, you gotta fucking, like, I don't know what his relationship with her is either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you have a good relationship and you guys can joke like that, maybe he felt that way. Or if they don't have a relationship, it's like, why would you do that?
Right. Like, if they don't know each other from Adam, then what's he even doing it for? It's like, it was just stupid judgment. Because even if it's not hot, it's like, I would be, if I was an announcer, I mean, obviously, I'm out of context that I haven't been doing it for years like a lot of these guys have. I'd be scared shitless of anything I'm saying on that mic getting out there. Anything. To even take the chance of doing that, especially in today's day, age, and culture, stupid decision. And he made his own bed and he deserved to lie in it, honestly. It's like, stupid.
He got what he got covered.
He had what he had coming.
It's that simple. I mean, again, I'm not trying to be a cancel culture guy. I could forgive the guy. Like, I could just be like, listen, everybody said stupid shit. I say stupid shit daily. I mean, what did I say last week, man? I don't know if you even listened to the show, but I was solo. And I was talking about Brits and fucking Canadians and telling them to fuck off.
I remember when I heard that, I'm like, well, yeah, they're gone now. So I guess we're gonna lose some more subs. I was thinking when you said that, the first thing I thought, like, well, yeah, we're probably gonna lose Simon. We're gonna lose the rest of our subs from the UK. Simon
goes, hey, we're back on the Germany charts. Fuck Europe.
Yeah, I saw that.
I died. I was like, that's pretty fun. That was good shit, Simon. But listen, man, like, I don't really like hate people in general. Like, I don't hate people. I don't care. But I'm also very loose where it's like, you could fucking talk shit about me all you want. I mean, maybe I'll get my feelings hurt, but I'm not going to fucking hate on you for it. And of course, like when I was saying that shit about Canada and Europe and last week, I was like half joking, but half serious. Because there is a reality there that if you're online and you start reading things, all these Canadians and fucking Europeans, all they do is talk about how much of a piece of shit America is.
All the time.
But yeah, we're allies, but that's all they talk about. Yeah. And then, of course, Americans are such cucks that they're like, oh, Canadians are so nice. Everybody in Canada is so great. Oh, they're too nice of people. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, I know some Canadians. And I hear a lot about other Canadians, and they're fucking dickheads too. Yeah. I mean, let's stop acting like Canada's fucking, fucking Virgin Mary over here, all right? And, again, I have no hatred towards Canadians. I have Canadian friends. I have no hatred towards Europeans. I love Europeans. Eddie's my boy. Portuguese. Simon's my boy. The Brits, baby. UK. And like Simon says, I'm an equal opportunity hater. That's always been a tag I've given myself. Yeah. But I love everybody equally too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not against taboo shit. I'm not against taboo jokes and taboo. I think it was just a dumb thing to say. Just like these announcers that in sports that they say stupid shit. It's dumb to say. You're a fucking professional. Be a professional when you're in your profession.
Exactly.
It's that simple. What you say on your own time, behind doors with friends, that's that. I mean, do whatever you want. Doesn't mean you have malice behind you either. But like in this situation, it's just like have some fucking common sense, dude. All right, now that I fucking keep every week for the past month and a half, I think I've dug myself into this. I'm not a fucking. Anyway, I'm not going to go further.
I'm not a fucking fill in the blank. Let's talk about that for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't know where I stand by now, you don't know me. Next up, we got Ethan and Sky versus Uno and Grayson. You know what I loved about this? Was Uno getting fucking love from the fans.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember how bad everybody hated Uno and shit on Uno?
Yep.
I fucking loved watching Uno get this love from the fans. And not for nothing, I've had Uno love for a long time. That dude is, like, in my opinion, a professional wrestler. Yeah. He does that when he's doing that heel shit, the little eye poke and the fucking, the little moves, and like he's just really, he knows what the fuck he's doing in there, and he's a good wrestler. People shit on him because of his look, his weight, or whatever, but he actually slimmed that down. We've spoke about it before, but just going back like in conversation. So I really like that he's getting that shine. Listen, bro, Agogo was in that segment. We gave Agogo shine. We said we loved the heel booze he was getting, like with the going to different corners. There's not much else to say about a go-go, man. I mean, all they did was have a weigh-in.
Pretty much.
I think a go-go's a sexy motherfucker. Like, if I was a woman, I'd fuck a go-go for free. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
There's some sense to that.
Is there? Okay. I don't want to get too crazy because I like women, but he's a handsome motherfucker. Yeah. I mean, a go-go is a handsome dude,
I do like the way you threw him for free. That was funny.
Yeah, that was weird. But I do go on. He takes off his gear. I go, this motherfucker, he's a fucking good looking dude, man, and he's bodied up, like I'm like, I got to start working out. I was like, I got to get in his fucking level right here. He's bodied the fuck up, All right. Listen, I don't hate gay people, but I'm not gay. But I can talk like this, I think.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, it doesn't make me gay. He's a handsome guy. You're not. I'm not. He is. How's that? Is that good enough, Simon? I've gotten myself in trouble.
I thought I might have been, but guess not. I don't know.
I mean, if you are, I love you anyway. But I wouldn't hook up with you for free.
I love the for free. I mean, if you throw Buddy is when Buddy's introduced, it's like, okay, maybe I'll do it, but when it's for free, it's like no.
Yeah, I wouldn't hook up with you for free. Anthony Go-Go, I'd hook up with for free. You know what I mean? I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this. It's just fun. I just thought it'd be funny. Anyway. And I don't know why I'm like, I like gay people, because I don't even know why I'm even throwing that in there. Because you know how people get. They go, you're fucking talking like, you know. Listen. I just like women. But I'm just saying I could appreciate a good looking man. You know what I'm saying?
Who doesn't?
I'll say that. All right? How's that? When Grayson and Uno did the get over here, I marked out. Simon said that. I gotta be honest. I passed out during this match, and not because I don't. I actually like Uno and Grayson a lot. I just fucking was tired. Simon says, I'm confident that Bill will cut this bit out of the audio version. LOL. I'm not. I don't give a fuck. It's funny.
And you don't do that, right? You just throw it up as is.
No. I don't cut shit out. Shit out. I think it's funny that there's so many people like Nyla Rose. All right, we know she's a trans wrestler. This kind of annoys me because it's like I don't care. Like if I'll preface this by saying if this was MMA or weightlifting or running or like a real sport, right? And you had a male transitioning into a woman in a real sport, where a male could obviously dominate women, like weightlifting. It's happening in weightlifting and stuff. I don't think that's fair. Do I dislike trans people because of that? No. Do I support you? I 100% support you. I don't support the fact that you're going to go from a male transitioning to a female and then want to dominate a female sport as basically a male, because even with hormones, it's going to take 15 plus years for you to really start have the changes that need to be done. You know what I'm saying? To not have the bone structure you have and the testosterone levels you have and such. So as in terms of Nyla, a lot of people shit on her, and that's like we have the AEW group on Facebook, and anytime I see somebody shit on her, I just block them because it's like, just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what your problem is. I don't know, like, she's competing against women as a woman in a fucking scripted fucking sport. All right? So there should be no issue.
No, not when it's scripted.
My whole thing is grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your fucking problem? Let people be who they are. And that's that, all right? I mean, it's one of these things that being an AEW fan that I see so much of, and I'm just like, just fucking grow up, man. You know, like at this point, just grow the fuck up. You know, I don't like, even if you don't agree with it, just grow up. Like, be a fucking adult. You know, like that. It's that simple. But you just like see the way some people fucking act. It's ridiculous. So anyway, just I don't fucking know where that even came. I don't know what fucking set that off, but like just I don't know. Like it's just stupid. It's just really stupid. So again, I what do you have from this match? Because I just fell asleep because I was tired, man. It wasn't because I didn't want to watch it. I just, as I'm watching, I fucking started nodding out, and I fucking woke up as Inner Circle started cutting their promo.
I mean, I also don't have too much. It was okay. I didn't take too many notes with it. I was more curious about what happened after the match. I don't know if you got the chance to see that because you said you were nodding off, but
no, I nodded off. So please.
Oh, okay. Post match was pretty cool. I mean, basically, Ethan Page came out and said that this Sunday is going to be the same, whether it's heel or whether it's the heel hook or the ego's edge. Sting comes out, or Sting's music hits, and Allen walked out with a bunch of people that have the Sting masks on.
Oh shit! Now I gotta go back and watch this.
And so Allen goes after Page while the other, Sting people go after Sky, and Sky gets rid of the first couple of them, but then the real Sting shows up, takes a punch, and then takes off the mask to reveal his own face. So it's like the Sting face, he lifts it up, and it's Sting. Nice. So it's the same exact, not the clown mask, but the same.
That's the old NWO.
The old NWO angle, right? Where he took off the mask and it was actually him. He did that's exactly.
All the Stings kept coming from the crowd and fucking. They were fighting them off, and then Sting finally gets in there and takes them all out.
So that's what happened here. That they did a play on that stick, and they did it.
Fuck! Now I gotta go watch it.
Yeah. Wow. I can't believe you fell asleep for that part. I thought you were gonna tell me you woke up for post match. And that's where it got good.
I woke up right as Santana starts cutting his promo, so I don't even know. Was that kind of like I miss Eric Bischoff and all that? So
yeah, I mean that was right before the Inner Circle celebration. So yeah, you didn't miss too much. But
okay, so start us off with the Inner Circle celebration.
Yeah, so Eric Bischoff is the host. He heads out and he's on the mic. He receives, he got actually a good cheer from the crowd.
Bischoff, yeah.
And he said that it was 25 years ago last night. I didn't even realize this. That he introduced the best stable of all time, which is the NWO. And I didn't realize that was 25 years ago, the night prior. That's crazy that we're there. And he kind of led that into saying that he has the honor of introducing Inner Circle. And it was cool that now that you had a crowd there again, they're all singing along to Judas. That was pretty cool. It wasn't just the wrestlers in the front row who were obligated to do it. They actually had people in the crowd doing it, which was cool. And Jericho took the time to thank Bischoff for everything in his career, in his WCW career. And he said he wanted to make amends with Bischoff from how he was treated in his previous AEW appearance and called him in. And then they had the video package showing, a bunch of highlights from the group's history. And that led to Santana then getting on the mic.
All right. So for me, Santana's promo was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the dude he's so damn nice. I mean, he's just so damn nice. I think, and I think they've realized it. And that's why he's getting all this mic time every time Inner Circle's out.
Yeah.
He's almost like their de facto second mic.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think he's better than Jericho, honestly. 100%.
Oh, by leaps and bounds right now. Yeah,
better than Jericho. So I fucking love that. Jericho, he's at it again with this bullshit. When I was asked, in quotes, to put together a faction. What do you mean when you were asked? Like, you're fucking, like, keep the kayfabe a little bit.
It's all dead, man. It's all dead.
Just a fucking little shred of kayfabe. That's all I need.
This is another example of that. It ruined the whole thing, unfortunately.
Yeah, bro. Like, what do you mean when I was asked? You should have. When I put together a faction, bam. How fucking hard is that?
And again, it reminded me of, where Tully interrupted him that time. You're not breaking up my promo. You're not interrupting my promo.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's lost it a bit, I think, unfortunately. Everything is a show now, and yeah, there's just no kayfabe. Whatever. It is the way it is.
So then MJF pops up on the big screen, and they basically got Malenko beat up and hostage. So inner circle of and I looked like it was at the stadium at probably on one of the uprights, the field goal uprights. Yeah. So inner circle starts running down to help. They start running out to the stadium. As they're running, they get attacked from behind in the bowels of the building. So that's nice. They start brawling. They brawl out to the stadium, and then FTR. This fucking was scary, dude. They had two tables set up, right above like where the play. It's like where the players would be standing, right before the stands, yes. And then the stands. There's like a wall that's probably like 4 or 5 feet high. And then there's the stands. So basically, and there's a railing. So there's an opening and a railing. And they have two tables set up where the opening and the railing is. FTR's up there. They got Santana and Ortiz. They put them up for pile drivers. And they're positioning. They walk. They kind of get right in front of the tables. This is like a 4, just say 4 foot, but it's probably like a 5 foot.
It was about 5 feet, I think. Yeah.
So it's about a 5 foot drop through the tables. All right, the tables may break your fall a little bit, but it's still a 5 foot drop. Yeah. Now we know a 1 or 2 foot drop pile driver kind of makes a lot of us like cringe. Yep. You know, like our asses clinch up. You know, but dude, they fucking dropped both of these dudes through the table with pile drivers. Listen. Respect to Santana and Ortiz for fucking taking that bump. Yeah. Respect to FTR for executing, and respect to all of them for trusting them to do that shit.
Absolutely.
Bro, there's a lot of moments in wrestling. There used to be a lot of moments like that in wrestling for me. There's not many like that anymore. That was a fucking ass clincher. My ass was clenched.
Yeah.
There was no Anthony Ogogo getting in me at any point in that at that fucking moment.
Yeah.
I hope that went over.
No, it didn't go over my head.
Okay.
I would just
you're no selling it.
No, it's not that. I'm thinking about the spot, and I'm watching it again here too. I want to have it up while we were talking about it.
I felt like that was a great.
It was a great joke.
Fucking no, sold me. Sold me. God, but it made me nervous, and I fucking that was the thing of the night for me. I think.
Yeah.
I wish I saw the Sting masks thing. I'm gonna have to go back.
Oh, you're gonna have to see that. You're gonna have to find some privacy when you see
that. Oh man. Oh, Simon says he sold it here for me, so I got Simon to pop on my joke, so that's good. I wish I had a video of you popping on that. Oh man!
You know what? There's only one problem. Again, I'm watching this again now, and it was a great spot. But what we missed was the camera was only focused on them, and apparently something else happened on the left as well. I think they had Jericho up in a move as well, but I'm not sure what they did.
Oh really? Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should put like a thing like what time is it now? Like an hour and 30 minutes in, you should fucking videotape yourself while you're listening so I can get your reactions, and they send them in. I just want to see if that joke popped. I don't know. Like I thought it was a pretty good one. You fucking totally sold me.
I'm sorry.
So I was like,
it was funny.
I was like, man, I thought that was a good joke.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
Simon says he popped it. That's good. I like it. All right. Man, we're giving you a nice long one today. I fucking owe you because last week was pretty short.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes. That's for the hot tag.
Yeah, basically we're doing a hot tag in the middle of the show. All right, let's start this off. So we got Double or Nothing, the lineup here. We're gonna go through the lineup and we'll give our predictions and our thoughts.
Mhm.
All right, start it off. Let's go from the bottom
Okay.
up. We'll go from the bottom up. Match card from the bottom up, right? Go ahead.
So
Start
the
it off.
Casino Battle Royal for the shot at the AEW Championship.
Mhm.
I feel like I want to get a. Unfortunately, this link does not have a list of everybody involved for me to be able to
Right.
educatingly speak to it. So I'm trying to think of who I think would have the next shot outside of ranking.
But let's not even worry about that. How about who do you think is going to be the surprise?
That's exactly what I'm thinking of too.
The wild card.
Isn't there somebody who is apparently they're waiting to start, that is in the middle of signing? That was the thing we were talking about the other week, where he's not sure because of all the drama backstage if he wants to sign, but there is apparently a big name who is going to be signing. Whoever that is, if it in fact takes place, is who I think will end up winning the thing.
Well, we'll never know if that's true.
We'll never know if that's
shitty. That's a shitty decision. That's a shitty call.
Yeah.
I'm going Daniel Bryan Danielson.
You think it's him?
I'm going Daniel Bryan Danielson.
I
fucking WWE's got me saying his name and fucking.
The reason I'm going to say no to that is because, if I'm not mistaken, I think that they're still trying to retain him. I don't think he's like gone. They're still trying to retain him. So I think it's too soon.
Simon says Paul White, but everybody's saying Paul White, so I'm not going to say Paul White.
All right. If it's Paul White, I'm done. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm done.
I could see it. They give Paul White the championship title. He gets to wrestle Omega. I'm sure he's like, I want to wrestle one of the best in the world. And it gives Omega like an old school legend to beat.
That will be you know what? Okay, here's the thing. I would normally say that will be atrocious, but we have seen Omega fight a blow-up doll and a 9-year-old girl. So I guess he could fight Paul White.
And he made both look really fucking
And he made both look good.
Regardless of what Cornette wants to say.
Here's the difference, though. You can throw around a blow-up doll and you can throw around a 9-year-old girl. You can't throw around Paul White.
That is true. But that's what would make it interesting. And I'm not the biggest giant fan, Paul White, whatever the fuck you want to call him. But anyway, yeah, like I'd rather it be someone not there. So I'm going Bryan Danielson, possibly Samoa Joe. How about you? You just think it's you're just giving a non-answer, basically.
No. Samoa Joe actually sounds more reasonable. But the thing of it is that I don't know how healthy he is.
Okay, here we go. Here's my order: Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe. No. Andrade. Bryan Danielson. Yeah, Samoa Joe or Andrade in that order.
I would say of what's most feasible, the exact opposite. Andrade, Samoa Joe.
That's why I paused, because I was almost going to inverse everything I just said.
I am the inverse of that. If I had to say what's in order, I would say Andrade, then Samoa Joe, and then Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. We got Page versus Cage. Adam Page versus Brian Cage.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go with Page just because I think they have to continue building him up to eventually get into a feud with Omega. That's my feeling behind it.
I think Page wins because they finally did the heel wins. Now at the pay-per-view, the face has to win.
There's that too. Yeah.
I think that Cage, after this match, gets attacked by Team Taz and Adam Page saves him.
Yeah, that sounds very plausible.
Okay, Sting versus Darby Allen. Sting and Darby Allen versus Sky and Ethan Page.
I kind of feel like they have to give it to Sting and Allen.
I do too. They've been on the heel end that we've talked about. the build up to the pay-per-view, and the pay-per-view is when the faces get over.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I'm more interested to see how Sting plays into this.
Me too.
You know, that's what's gonna be interesting for me. Now, Codes versus a Go-Go.
Man, I mean, I want a Go-Go to win, but I feel like they're going to give it to Cody.
I think a Go-Go goes.
I hope he does. I hope he does. I kind of feel like they're going to give it to Cody. Unfortunately,
I think a Go-Go goes over because it makes a Go-Go if Cody puts him over.
Yeah,
it helps make him.
That's true.
However, I wouldn't mind Cody going over and then Dustin attacking.
If that's how they end it, then yes. If that's the end result, then yes, that's the ending I would prefer. If I had to choose between a Go-Go going over clean and Cody winning but getting attacked by Dustin, then I'd rather have that.
Yeah. Oh man. We get Miro versus Archer for the TNT Championship.
Well, like I said, I'm done if it's not Miro. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious it's going to be Miro. Yeah. Then we get the Young Bucks versus Moxley and Kingston.
It's going to be Moxley and Kingston. They're going to finally give Moxley his tag team run. So.
Yeah, I think he takes the title. They take the title
easily.
Kingston gets a championship. Moxley gets another title.
Yeah.
I think it suits everybody there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because with the Bucks, I don't even feel like there's much going on with the tag team championship.
There's not really.
Yeah. Then we got the Stadium Stampede, which is Pinnacle versus Inner Circle. This one's tough. What do you got?
Honestly, I think this one's unfortunately predictable. I think they're going to give it to Inner Circle because they already gave Pinnacle the big win.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, and they also they got laid out in this last thing just here. I think that this is unfortunately be very formulaic, and it's going to be Inner Circle. I actually think this one's very predictable. Probably one of the more predictable matches of the night.
Shit, man, you got me wanting to change up my thing, but I'm going to go Pinnacle, man.
I hope you're right. Again, we're going with what we think, not what we want. I hope you're right.
Yeah.
I hope they put them on this big run. But I don't think Tony Khan works that way. I just don't. I don't think Tony Khan operates that way. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean that's a You're right. Wrestling formulaic.
It's very wrestling formulaic.
I mean, the problem is the wrestling formulas change, and it's like it should. Like I like the old wrestling formula versus the new.
Oh, sure, of course.
I get formulaic wrestling because everybody's gonna kind of know. I like when you could throw a twist here and there. So
yeah,
I guess at this point,
I mean, I hope to be surprised with this one.
The only thing that makes me think that they're not going to win is because it's a breaking up thing, and I think Inner Circle's kind of at its. I'm not a person that's like a group needs to break up, but everybody seems to have this mindset that Inner Circle's ran its course. Inner Circle's ran its like the Four Horsemen never ran its course in my opinion. You know what I mean?
No.
So it's like I don't think that you necessarily have to break up a group. There could be a group around for a fucking decade.
Sure.
And I'll enjoy it. So, but the fact that they're a group and they've been going for 2 years now, it's almost like, well, now's the time to, you know what I mean? Like now's a good time to split them up. So that's why I'm going to go with Pinnacle winning.
I mean, from a storytelling perspective, it makes a lot more sense. It'll be a lot more preferable. It allows them a lot more avenues to do something different with that group now. Let's see how creative they are. I hope you're right.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah.
And then we get Omega versus Pac versus Cassidy for the AEW World Title.
This is probably the most predictable match of the entire night, and it's Omega. Omega's going to have this title for a very long time.
Yeah. Omega.
Yeah, there's not even a question.
He'll probably be champ for a year and a half.
If he loses the title, it's going to be to Daniel Bryan. If you're talking about Daniel Bryan eventually entering, I think that's how he loses that title.
No, I think it's the Hangman.
You think it's the Hangman?
100%.
Okay. I mean, I could see that too. Sure.
I think Hangman's a guy that takes a title from him.
Okay.
I think it's probably at least another 3/4 of a year from now. At least.
Yeah.
When did he take the title? When? Who did he?
Damn.
Moxley,
it was from Moxley. Yeah.
Was it the barbed wire match? No, that was a comeback.
That was the comeback. I can't remember when exactly it happened, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'd say by next Revolution, which is what, February?
Yeah.
No, I'd say by Double or Nothing next year he loses the title.
Okay.
At Double or Nothing.
It definitely won't be tonight though. That there's not a chance in hell.
I think he goes over 365. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they're trying. I think with the major titles, I think they're with certain wrestlers. Obviously, there's going to be some transition wrestlers, but I think with certain wrestlers like Shida and Omega, these are going to be the ones that they're going to be using the old school formula with. You know, the long-term champion.
Yes, I agree.
The Nature Boy, the Hogan, the Okada, you know, which Japan still uses a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So, granted, they have less big matches over the year. You know, less matches over the year for their champions, but I think that's what they're going to do with certain wrestlers that aren't transitions.
Yeah.
I think that, like we saw, the TNT title is going to change hands a little bit more often. But that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. Is there anything else that has to do with the pay-per-view? Really? Nothing.
No, I think that's it. I do want to share, a programming note from me. I just let you know earlier. I will be out the next 2 Sundays.
Next two Sundays.
No Allen. So I think I think I'm back then on the 20th, barring any issues.
Fucking Allen.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, for those who I think I mentioned this before, but yeah, I'm slowly getting ready to go back to Cali in August. I don't know how long I'm going to be there, but I'm getting some things wrapped up for the meantime.
Back to Cali.
Yeah.
Cali.
We'll see how long that's going to be. That may not be a permanent thing, but for now, that's the plan. And yes, there may be some intermittent Sundays I may not be around, but yeah, I'll keep everybody posted.
You know, I shouted Big Dub out for his birthday, and he completely ignored me and just went straight to ZD.
Yeah, yeah, I haven't heard anything from him since ZD.
Motherfucker. And
we were missing Shake and Bake.
Yeah, fucking Shake acting like he's this fucking world traveler all of a sudden. Oh, it's warm out, and people are starting to go back out in public. Okay, they're great. Okay, they're great, Poupon.
That was a very good impression of the, yeah. It's not today. I mean, it's shitty out today.
I know. Who the fuck is he? I might be at the beach. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking beach. What are you, a fucking woman, bro? The beach. Anyway.
Yeah.
What kind of man likes sand in their hair and in their nutsack? Not me. Anyway, all right, joking aside. All right, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe. UncensoredAlliance.com. AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com is our email. We are on Facebook, AEW Uncensored Podcast. Throw it in the search bar. We have a page and a group. Like the page, join a group. All third-party podcast applications, just throw AEW Uncensored Podcast in the search, and we should pop up. Yep. You're on Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and, of course, iTunes. Please write us a review on iTunes. That helps beyond measure.
Yes.
We are on Skype. That's how you can get on the show and give us your opinions and thoughts. Link in the description. Send me a message, and I will add you to our group chat on there. And shout out to everybody that was in the chat today. Love you guys as always, the Uncensored fam. Simon playing along heavy today. We do love a go-go, that handsome son of a bitch. And that's it for us today. All right, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the pay-per-view tonight.
Yep.
And we will see you next week at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube without Alan.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace.